Hey guys, the old saying goes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That may not necessarily be true, but nutrition certainly does impact health. Today we are discussing the role of nutrition and protective factors for various conditions. Let's start with a question from the 2010 VCE exam. Select one NHPA and describe how fruit and vegetable intake acts as a protective factor. 2 marks. Before we break down the answer, you first need to understand the background. The study design identifies 5 conditions that need to be linked to nutrition. These are cardiovascular disease, diabetes mellitus, colorectal cancer, obesity, and osteoporosis. An outline of these 5 conditions can be found below these videos. Nutrition can act as both a protective and a risk factor in each of these conditions. Often, these will work hand in hand. For example, if fibre is a protective factor, a lack of fibre can be identified as a risk factor. Now, back to the question. Let's say that the NHPA that we have chosen is obesity, one of the 5 conditions that VCA explicitly mentions in the study design. This question is worth 2 marks. For the first mark, you need to explain the impact of fruit and vegetable intake, such as the skins of many fruit and vegetables, such as apples, potatoes, and spinach, are high in fibre. Fibre promotes a feeling of satiety, keeping one feeling fuller for longer. This makes overeating less likely, meaning that less kilojoules will be consumed. For the second mark, you need to link that back to how that acts as a protective factor for obesity. We could go about it in the following way. Subsequently, there may be less unused energy being converted into body fat, resulting in a lower body weight. As such, fruit and vegetable intake can be a protective factor for obesity. On hearing this response, you may notice that it flows in such a way that one point leads directly to the next. It's a little bit like a domino effect. First, we identify that the skins of many fruit and vegetables contains fibre. Then, we explain the role of fibre. Then, we link that back to obesity. Using this technique, one can explain the role of nutrition in all 5 of the identified conditions. Have a go for yourself in the practice questions below. Bye for now and happy studying.